If you Hey, Sal. Hey, Sal. And Lioness. Hi. Who else is there? Oh, Sal. Hey there. Hey. What is going down? Rabbit. Hi, Rabbit. Greetings, love. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. How is everybody? Y'all, real fast, let me ask you something. Can you hear my music? Can y'all hear my music in the background? Because I got to turn that low if you can. Lisa, yes, thank you, Sarah. Okay, thank you. Ooh. Okay, I am back. Greetings, everyone. Greetings. How's everyone on this Monday night? How's everybody doing? How we doing? Who is this? Trying to hit me up on this phone right now as I'm about to go live? Good. Doing good. On a Monday, no less. Oh, I'm seeing the happies. Yes, baby. Yes. Miss Lisa, thank you so much for stopping by, my darling. Thank you. Everybody, please, if you can, please hit the like. Come on now, please hit the like. Woo! Please hit the like. Yes, it's a bop. Y'all, I'm not going to get into it. We got 6 people. I'm going to wait a little bit before we get into it. I'm not going to wait too long because I know people got things to do. Y'all, this is from a friend of mine. His name is Douglas. And y'all, so this is a prime example of how I got the collection that I got. So I really don't know what this deck is about, but he's like, hey, Ronnie, maybe the Terabytes will like this and stuff like that. This is called the Connection Deck. This right here is called the Connection Deck. And let me see something real fast. It says questions to invite deeper and more meaningful conversation. All right. So maybe it's like those, maybe it's like that, Cards for Humanity, things of that nature. We'll see. But here, we're going to open these up. We got 14 people in the chat. Greetings, y'all. We're going to get started. Please hit the like. Please subscribe to the channel. Please. We're going to get started in a minute. Okay. So here we go. Okay. Look at here we are. Yes, we is. Here we are. Look, it's like a beach. Sand and the water and all that stuff. So let me see what this is. Okay, wait a minute. Here, guidance. All right, here we go. Guidance. This say, give me a second. Oh. Give me a second, y'all. There we go. This said, look how tiny that print is. I mean, shit. I know my eyes are old, but shit. Y'all want that Cards Against Humanity, wouldn't you? Shit, like I don't do enough reading on my own, right? Okay. It says, okay. All must show up free of judgment. The only way this card is successfully utilized is if every individual feels safe to be fully seen. Okay. Interpret or modify each question to best fit your intention and setting. They were created to be malleable and fluid. Many of these questions ask us to think in a way or go to a place that we have not experienced before. All right. All right. Before we do this, AV Star Chat, good morning. Good morning. Well, it's evening here in Chicago, but good morning. Good morning. Who's Jamisha? Hey, Jamisha. Hello, Jamisha Van. Greetings, darling. Thank you for stopping by. Y'all, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like. Okay, first off the bat, y'all, look how tiny. You know I don't like a tiny card. I don't like a tiny card, but we're going to work with it, okay? We're going to see. We're going to see. Well, first off, okay, I didn't know I was going to do all this. But listen, we're going to do them like every other card, honey. I got to sanctify them. So give me a second. Jamisha Van, thank you so much for stopping by our AV Star channel. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Hold on, baby. Where is my Palo Santo? It's right here by my roach. Okay. Give me a second, y'all. Bring me the eye. Okay. El ojo. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. Come on, Palo Santo. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to shuffle these. Let me know in the chat who wants a card. Who wants a question, okay? This is not what we came here for, but we got these brand new cards. We might as well debut them here. You let me know in the chat who wants a question, and we'll get you in. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. These cards are horrific all right, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, Linus, Lisa, Autumn. Okay, we're going to get you in. All right. Here we go. All right. Y'all, here in Chicago, it is coming down. Jamisha, okay, I got you, A-Star. We're in Chicago right now, AV Star. Chicago in America. I don't think you're in the States. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we got Linus. We got Lisa. We got Autumn. And then we got Jamisha. Okay, I pulled the cards. All right. So as it stands, Miss Lisa. Okay, here we go. Linus. Here we go. Linus. This question is just strictly a question. Here it is, darling. What do you need? Linus, what do you need to be content? You ain't gotta put it in the chat unless you want to. But the question is, what do you need right now to be content? That's your question right there, baby. Okay. Now, here we go. Lisa, we got your card right here, baby. And this card says, what do I, as a person, feel like to you? Okay, well, I'm going to answer that. Lisa, empathically, you feel, in the world, out there in the world, you're very strong, you're very self-contained. You are very much in control of your own environment. And I feel that strength came out of something different. Some people are born strong. Some people are made to be strong. I feel like you were made to be strong, which is no biggie because every woman in America has that. But what I also feel is you got a great sense of humor and you got a great compassion. I also feel, Lisa, that you question yourself a lot. you question yourself, are you doing this right, or something like that. I feel you question yourself a lot. It is not for insecurity reasons that you question yourself a lot. It is for growth, though. That's what it feels like to me, Lisa. That's what it feels like to me. All right. Autumn, my New York Times best-selling author. We got this question. When you are not feeling your best, what would your perfect care package include? All right. So that is that. That is that. Hey, Martha and Jamisha. Here we go, baby. Here we go. How do you bring yourself out of darkness? That is the question. How do you bring yourself out of darkness? All right. And again, you ain't got to put nothing in here. You know, that's that. For my newbies that came in, this was a gift, and it's the connection deck, and it's about, just questions and stuff like that. Let me see. I am strong, but still grieving the death of my son. Lisa, I could tell you. Here, let me say this, baby. I'll just say it this way, honey. Your baby is closer to you than your own skin. And Lisa, I'm going to say this to you. The connection is still there, baby. Just the accessibility. He's still your baby and you are still his mother. And that will never change. That will never change. And that's all I'm going to speak about that. And I hope those sentiments bring you a little bit of peace, baby. Okay? Okay? All right. Greetings, everybody. Hey, what's this? Hey. Okay. So for people that are new to the chat, if you could please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Okay. We got one new subscriber, whomever that is. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Lisa, when you see those images, do you see him smiling and putting his arms around you? Because that's what I got. That's what I got. Okay. All right, y'all. This, the last live we had, the last live that we had, it inspired me. It inspired me to come on and do this live. And I am forever telling you all that your thoughts are things, and that your thoughts, there cannot be a word without a thought. So now we're dealing with two things. We're dealing with your thoughts, we're dealing with your words. But here it is. Your words become actions and your actions become your character. So that shit is never going to change for me. All right. It's new spirituality. It's new spirituality. Thoughts are things. Thoughts can build, thoughts can destroy. Same thing with words. Words can build, words can destroy. So I wanted to come out here and I wanted to discuss like some of the sacred words, some sacred words. And one of them is like real out of the pocket, but you've heard it said all the time. You've heard it said all the time. And so, here we go. We're going to start off with a word that we heard on Saturday morning cartoons, or anytime we saw like a magician, anything like that. We heard the word abracadabra. And, we always thought that it was strictly for that thing, by Star. We thought it was one of those things that was strictly for magic shows and things of that nature. And because it was presented to us in that manner, we really never understood the origins of that. So we're going to discuss four sacred words. We're going to discuss abracadabra. We're going to discuss the word amen. We're going to discuss the word yes. And we're going to discuss the word no. All four of those things together, they give us power to shape, to affirm, to expand, and to protect our lives. So let me, again, I started off with abracadabra. We're going to start off with abracadabra. Abracadabra is the word of creation. The first word is abracadabra, and its origin is an ancient Aramaic meaning. It means I create as I speak. I create as I speak. And historically, people would wear that word as an amulet for like protection. So with you knowing the word, with you knowing the definition, I create as I speak, that reminds us that words, the words that we repeat, are not harmless. They form beliefs, they shape our identities, and they even rewire our brains. Science calls that neuroplasticity. Spirit, we call it creation by the word. Okay? So, with that being said, you know, at a certain point, we just cannot think of our intentions. We actually have to speak them. We actually have to speak them. Today is Monday. Last week, I did a whole series, a whole five workflow with intention. I don't know if any of you all paid attention, but each day had a specific intention. So if you're waking up and today was Monday and we had to go, we had to start our workflow. If you started off like, I hope today I have a good day. We know what we want, but did you speak it? Did you speak it? Did you say, today I declare this day, this start of my 5-day workflow, to be free and easy? Did you do that? And that is what abracadabra it means. It means we create as we speak. So it's not enough just to think about what you want. You've got to talk about what you want, and you've got to talk about what you want correctly. Again, remember I told you all in a couple of lives ago, we do not use the word hope. We do not use the word try. We don't do any. Those are pejoratives. Those take us away from the end result. When we speak our intentions, we are speaking in declaratives. Today will be an amazing day. Today will be an amazing day. Today will be a day of ease and flow. Today will be the day that abundance comes to me freely and easily from expected and unexpected sources. That has a different ring than, I hope today's a good day, don't it? Metaphysically, like every word that comes out of our mouth, abracadabra is a spell. It's not a stage trick. It's not a stage trick, we think of. But the spiritual truth is that the vibration becomes manifestation. And once again, we affirm, I create my reality with the words I choose. Because every word we utter casts a ripple into the reality. And that, babies, is the power of the abracadabra. Okay, let me take a temperature over here. Let me see how we doing in the chat. Are you with me? We got 3 more words to go. Are you with me? Okay. All right, interesting. Okay, good. Okay, I got you. Okay, but here it goes. We move from creation. We're moving from creation alone isn't enough. Creation alone is not enough. What we speak, we must also anchor. We've got to seal it. We've got to affirm. And that's where our next sacred word comes in. And that word is amen. Amen is the word of the seal. It's the word of affirmation. Okay. The origin, again, amen. It comes from Hebrew, Aramaic, and the meaning is, so be it. It is true. So be it. It is true. And it appears across Judaism, Christianity, Islam. It's a word too sacred to belong to just one tradition. Saying amen brings closure. It brings certainty, confidence. It settles the mind in faith and anchors belief in the action. All right. We don't just use amen at the end of the prayer. Greetings, Miss Kimbo. We just don't use amen at the end of the prayer. Use it to seal your affirmations. Use it to seal your commitments and your decisions. Speak it as a stamp of certainty. You're like, here we go. How was that? Oh, I just got done cleaning my house. Amen. It is done. Examples. I choose peace over fear. I choose progress over procrastination. Amen. You got another one. I release what no longer serves me, and I walk free. I walk in freedom. I walk forward in freedom. Amen. Amen. How about this one? I got one for you. I am ready to receive love that is true and fulfilling. Amen. Amen acts as that seal on our intuition. Once it's spoken, the energy is anchored and it's aligned with the universe. So again, that new spirituality we're doing, I am affirming truth and sealing it in divine law with amen. Affirmation, amen. It is done, so it is. And again, amen is not just the end of a prayer. It's the beginning of manifestation. Did you catch that? I'm cooking tonight. Amen is not the end of the prayer. It is the beginning of manifestation. She's cooking tonight, y'all. She's cooking tonight. I like that. Amen is not the end of the prayer. It is the beginning of the manifestation. Yeah, look at Rabbit getting in there. Wait, Jamisha Van is co-signing. Okay, give me an amen in the chat, damn it. Okay. All right. So now we spoke into creation. We're sealing our intention with the amen. All right. We move into our next word. Our next word, it's a sacred word. But it's a sacred word, but it's a very abused word. We're going to get into it right now. That word is yes. Yes. Yes is the word of expansion. Yes is a universal word of acceptance, of openness, and agreement. Yes. How do I break that down? Yes activates courage. It opens us to growth, to connection, and a new possibility. Yes, when it's aligned with our values, say yes. Say yes when it brings you joy, when it calls you into growth. Say yes when it builds love and meaning. Here it is though. Here's the warning about the yes. We never say yes from guilt or fear. Put it in the chat. We never say yes from guilt or fear. And wait a minute. And if you're a woman in the chat, if you're a woman, if you identify as a woman, I definitely want you to. We never say yes from guilt or fear. Put it in the chat. I was going to say in this culture, but shit, women all around. We are so pre-programmed to be appeasing, to say yes to every fucking thing that comes our way, that I think that the word has been weaponized against the natural instincts of a woman to work against them. So once again, we never say yes from a place of guilt or a place of fear. Here we go, ladies. It is 4:45 on a Monday, and you about to slip off your gym shoes and put them underneath your desk, and you about to get your street shoes on, and the phone rings, and it's your good Judy. It's your good Judy, and she picks up that phone. Lisa, I'm around the block. There's a place over here that's doing happy hour chicken wings and Pinot Grigio. And you know, I want you to come and join me, okay? Now, Lisa has put in a solid 9 to 5. Not only that, though, she did not say her intention, so she had to work next to this bitch over here, okay? Her boss was trying to get real slick at the mouth, but she can't say shit because she still needs to pay these bills, okay? And Lisa is tired. All Lisa wants to do right now is go the fuck home and leave these people behind. I encourage Lisa to say yes. With all of that shit that that made that scenario, I want Lisa to say, girl, where's this address? Listen, I'm not wearing my good shoes, so it's going to take me a minute to get there, but I will meet you there. Listen, honey lemon, just give me a couple of honey lemons and a Pinot Grigio. I'll be right there. Saying yes is going to flip that day. It's going to flip that day. And that is just one example. Of saying yes. Someone calls you up on a Saturday. You did your 5-day workflow and it took everything out of you. Someone calls you up. Girl, there's a class I want you to go to. Say yes. Say yes. Just go. You will never know what it may have been completely off your radar. But here's what I want you to know. Every time an opportunity comes to you, that's not by accident. That is universal mind saying, I'm trying to give you what you need. All I need from you is the word yes. When you put it that way, we're not using yes out of guilt or fear. We're using yes for potential growth. That's what we say yes to. Okay. You know, here's another example. Jamisha, her boss just picked her up, tapped her on the shoulder and said, listen, darling, you invited to speak at a conference. And Jamisha is terrified of public speaking. It makes her nervous. All right. She can't believe that it's coming out of her mouth, but she's going to say yes. She's going to say yes. She's going to say yes to the open doors to recognition. She's going to say yes to that speaking gig for the hope of new clients. She's going to be saying yes to that speaking gig that scares the shit out of her for collaborations. Remember, you all don't have to be perfect. You all don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. You have to be willing to grow. That's it. That's all. Oh, we got an amen. We got an amen. Yes is the doorway. Yes is the doorway through which abundance, love, and success flows. Yes is the green light of universal spirit. And I want you to think about it. I am saying yes to divine expansion. Here we go. Here's the affirmation for this portion. Here's the affirmation. Give me a second, y'all. I got it. I say yes to the highest good unfolding in my life. I say yes to the highest good unfolding in my life. And remember, y'all, every sacred yes, and a sacred yes is a yes that does not come from fear or guilt. Every sacred yes is a key that unlocks a new path of possibility. Okay? So here's the truth, though. Every yes must be guarded by a no. If there's a yes, if everything is a yes, then yes has no value. And that brings us to our final sacred word. And that's the word no. No is the word of protection. No is small, but no is sacred. The origin is universal. It's found in every language as a line of refusal and clarity. The word no preserves our mental and our emotional well-being. It prevents being overwhelmed by clearly defining what we will and what we will not accept. Saying no reduces feelings of resentment. It reduces feelings of frustration, of burnout, that comes from overcommitting ourselves or bending to other people's expectation. No strengthens our self-worth because each boundary reinforces the truth that I matter. My energy matters. My peace matters. My feelings matter. When we honor our limits, we create a stable inner foundation that allows us to respond to life intentionally rather than reactively. Are you with me on this? Did you catch that? Hey, Yvette. Jimmy, she said, this is exactly what I needed right now. Baby, Spirit got you here. Spirit got you here. Jamisha Van, number one, welcome to the family. Number two, I'm so glad that you got what you needed. Thank you, baby. All right. Okay. So let me go a little deeper. We're almost done. I'm not going to hold you all. We're almost done. I want you to think of the word no as a shield. Think of no as a sacred barrier that protects the integrity of our inner world. It protects our emotional integrity. It protects our spiritual integrity. No. It creates a space in which our intentions, energy, our life force can flourish without any kind of interference. Every no draws a circle of power around our spirit, keeping the negativity, keeping the distraction, keeping the misalignments, at bay, keeping it away from us. It is not, and wait a minute, when we say it in that regard, it is not a rejection of life. It is not a rejection of divine opportunity, but it is an act of protection of our divine path. Through the word no, we consciously cultivate a field where our highest selves can operate freely, and where only what resonates with our truth is allowed to enter. So on a spiritual level, I want you to remember, when you say no, I want you to remember, I am protecting my divine self. When you say no, you're doing an affirmation. When you say no, you are affirming to the energies around you and to universal mind, I honor my boundaries and I protect my peace. But now wait, but there's a caveat to this. No is not the end of the conversation. Sometimes no is where the negotiations begin. Because when you stand firm in your values, you invite other people to raise and meet you there. Did you catch that? Did you catch what I just said? Oh, please let me be able to remember this. Give me a second. No is not the end of the conversation. No is where negotiations begin. Because when you protect your values, you make other people rise to meet you where you're at. So no is very powerful. No is very powerful. How am I doing, y'all? We got 10 people in chat. Oh, Autumn says she got it. Good. Okay. I see hearts. Real fast, I want to shout out my moderators. They do not have to be here, but they here, and I love these ladies. It is Monday. It is the beginning of the workflow. They got shit to do. You know, I try to give them the day off, but you know, it is what it is. So here we go. So in closing, here's the cycle. Here's how we did this. Abracadabra, I create. Amen, I affirm my creation. Yes, I expand. No, I protect. 4 sacred words, 4 living powers. And when you use them with intention, you are not just speaking, you are shaping the very architecture of your life. Did you feel that? Yes or no? Oh, let's say preaching it. Okay. Jasmine Van says, I've had a hard time saying no my whole life. I have experienced burnouts and resentments. So I know you speak the truth and light. But Mama, now that you are armed with this, Jamisha, now that you know what you know, how are you going to change that, baby? You ain't got to say it in the chat because I don't want to put you on the spot, but I don't want you feeling resentful and burned out either. And remember, we do not say yes out of fear or guilt. Okay? No, baby, I don't love it. You're amazing. No, baby, I'm on assignment. You, darling, you amazing. You amazing. All right, babies. Again, this live was inspired by the last live I had, because I'm telling you all, you know, I'm gonna say this right now. Half of the problems that we are experiencing it's the way we're speaking into life. The other half is not clocking shit the moment we feel it's not in alignment. Let me tell you. I get invited to a lot of things. And people, you know, and the invites come from, they come from love. They come from love. And I am honored. But at the same time, if I know some people are on bullshit, that bullshit part, that really, because see, here it is. Being invited someplace, we are conditioned, you got to play nice. And the thing is that I'm sorry. And wait a minute, anybody who knows me will tell you I love to eat, but baby, there is not a plate of food that is that good that at this point in my life, I'm going to bite my tongue. And so I say no, not just to protect my peace. I say no, so I'm not on the news the next day. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you something. The gaslight, you know what? On a moment-to-moment basis, when we got to do shit, like when we got to go to work and all that, we got to code switch. We've got to, we've got to be something different than who we are, because we got to get through. But on the off times, when your integrity is being compromised for the sake of social norms, baby, count me out. Shit, I will order me a pizza and smoke me a blunt and be just as happy. Prayer, meditation, divine power. Yep. Oh, y'all, listen. I try to deflect shit with some humor, but I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all, please. I want to keep it cute. Please do not show me pictures of your kids. Oh, why do people? Oh, why? Damn, no. Shit. No, I don't want to see that baby. That baby's not cooked yet. That baby's not developed yet. You do. Child, one time because I cut hair. One time, and it just came out. I could not stop it. Baby, this man showed me his brand new daughter. And oh my God, today. Sweet, I had a gummy flashback, and it just came out. He kept showing me pictures and pictures and pictures of this little girl. And I said, oh my goodness, she looked like a little Danny DeVito, don't she? God damn it. Why did you show me a picture of that baby? Lord have mercy. Greetings, Rita. Yeah, that baby looked like Danny DeVito. Oh, man, you Danny DeVito don't want to look like Danny DeVito. And that's grown man. And this was a female child. Oh, honey. Oh, yeah, I ain't seen him since, baby. I pray for that baby. But it is what it is. It is what it is. What you gonna do? Honey? He felt the way he felt. I felt the way I felt. And, it didn't quite connect. Shit happens. It happens. Yeah. Look at. See, listen. Look at Rabbitcraft trying to get me on the news. Rabbitcraft gonna say it's. Oh, hey, it's a human prune. Lord, now I got something else. I didn't need that. I didn't need no help, Rabbit. But Rabbit's Judy on duty. Thank you, Rabbit. Now I could lose more clients. Like this mouth ever stopped. Sal says, keep your creature, baby. Oh my God, today I remember, oh, have mercy. Years and years, this had easily had to be 20 years ago. I had to go to California for this thing. And I didn't fly with the rest of the people. Because I was working. And on my flight, there was this baby. Oh, baby, when I tell you that this was a baby that only a mother could love, that's where I'm just going to keep it right there. Here comes the waitress. Here comes the flight attendant, And again, we didn't have gummies back then. So listen, I was not going to be on that plane sober. So, where is she? I smoked me a good old, oh God, oh honey, just a nasty old blunt. Sweetheart, that baby would not stop crying. And as I was coming in and I was, coming to my seat, I took a gander at that baby. I'm like, oh, have mercy. And for whatever reason, that baby's face would not let go. Oh my God. Oh my God, today. That flight attendant went down the aisle. She said, coffee, tea. And we were right. Listen, and they were right across the aisle from me. And what I said, banana for your monkey. And like everybody knew what the fuck I was talking about. Baby, that was the quietest plane ride I had ever taken. Shit. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. My God, today. It's true, baby. It's true what they say. It truly is the devil's weed. Mm, mm, mm. There we go. All right, y'all. Listen, I wasn't going to keep you long. Please put some hearts in the chat for my moderators. They did not have to be here. Let me see. Let me see if we got new subscribers. Okay. Let me see if we got any newbies. Okay. We started. We only got, wait, maybe. Okay. We only got one. We started at 1,216. We got 2,117. So whomever joined, thank you so much. Thank you. You all, again, I want you to start your day with intention. I want you to think about the day you want. I want you to speak about the day that you want. You want to seal with an amen. Write the day that you want. And we do not do pejoratives. We do not, I hope today is good. I'm going to try to have a good, no. We are not, we use declarative. I will have a good day. Abundance will come to me. This will be a day of ease and enjoyment. We're using declarations, okay? All right? Give me a heart in the chat if you're feeling what I'm saying. Miss Yvette, thank you. Thank you, my love. Lioness, thank you. Sal, as always, thank you for being here. Lisa, thank you, my love. Thank you, my darling. Miss Martha, thank you, my love. Of course, Miss Rabbitcraft with her wrench. I'm glad you all are not pissing her off. She is deadly with that wrench. Okay, we got 10 people up in here, so nobody else was chatting, but for the rest of the people that are in here, thank you so much for joining us. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like, hit the notification. I will be doing readings later this week. I'll be doing readings. So there you go, Miss Autumn. Good night, my love. Miss Lisa, good night, baby. Good night. All right, y'all. Y'all stay in alignment. Stay in alignment. All right. Good night, babies.